Hey, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, my name's Roger Sang, and today we're going to be talking about the Hollyland Pyro system. I have in front of me right here the Hollyland Pyro S. The Pyro S is a video transmission system, and between these two, you can actually broadcast up to 1,300 feet away, which is also 400 meters. What's unique about this system is that you could have one transmitter broadcasting to up to 4 different receivers. Not just receivers like the Pyro S I have right here, but also the Pyro 7 monitor that we'll be talking about here shortly as well. Some other features, you also get 0.05 second low latency, auto frequency hopping, multiple power options for power supplies. So you can power this via NPF battery, or you can go with a DC adapter right here to power up your device. Both for the transmitter and the receiver. You get 4K30 transmission, 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz dual band, giving you various signals to work with. You've got HDMI in and SDI in, UVC and RMTP streaming, and this thing's ready and prepared to go out of the box. So let's take a look at what we're working with here. So this is one of the transmitters, and you have a couple of buttons here. You have your select button, you have your up and down to toggle through your menus. You got these 2.4 and 5 gigahertz antennas here to point to where you want them to point to. You got 3 of them on top. On the bottom, you have a quarter 20 thread. And then on this side, you have on and off switch, USB, and there's that DC power input that I was telling you about. And then on this side, you have HDMI in and SDI in, giving you various options between different camera manufacturers that you're working with. Either if you need HDMI in or SDI in, it's all in there. So it also comes with this cold shoe adapter. All I'll do is I'll just twist this on, and then I'll plug in my HDMI. Now real quick, I talked to you about the other power option here. There is actually, where's my case? This is the case that the whole bundle came in. Now inside the case, I do have the option of powering this by plugging into the wall, and then I can screw this into here to power this up. Or what's really cool is it comes with this D-tap adapter. So sometimes you want to use these V-mount batteries to power your whole camera cage system, and all I have to do is plug this in here. Let me remove this NPF battery. And then all I have to do is plug this into my V-mount battery, and voila, this is now powering my transmitter. Okay, so then what we can do is I could take my camera, and I'm gonna put this on the top, have my transmitter, lock that in place, and as I turn it on, I have it going to channel 1. Okay, I have HDMI out coming from my camera, going into the transmitter. So let's set up our shot here. I'm gonna turn on my camera. I'm gonna point it to, put Bumblebee over there, just so you can see. Okay, so now that is transmitting over to this receiver. Receiver is almost the same thing. You've got USB-C on and off, power, same thing. Antennas on top, HDMI out and SDI out. So identical to the transmitter, but instead it's going HDMI out and SDI out, which is identical to the transmitter, but instead of inputs, now they're going outputs because it's transmitting from there to here. So I'm gonna power this one with an NPF battery, and then we're gonna grab our monitor over, where is our monitor? Right here. I've got this monitor, let me set this up. Okay, since I have this broadcasting from here to here, now that footage is going right to here, and you can see Bumblebee in the background. Let's focus on Bumblebee. But that is how the transmission works. And remember, it works for up to 1,300 feet away. So there's a good distance of range you get between there. So this can work from anywhere between a solo creator and also a large production as well, because since you can broadcast this to 4 different receivers, you could have this plugged into a TV monitor somewhere, and then another one that is on a monitor like this for someone reviewing, and also for the talent to review as well. But that's not the only way that this thing works. So like I mentioned, there's the solo receiver, but actually what I think is so cool about this whole setup here is this Pyro 7. Now let's take a look at the Pyro 7 here. I've already put it together. There are these handles that can detach if you don't want them on there. They could be a solo monitor. You got handles on both sides. It also comes with this neck strap that you can wear. If you wanna just walk around and hold the monitor, there's that. So those are some of the accessories on it. I've got a couple of NPF batteries powering this puppy for me. But as well, again, you could also do this with a DC power input as well. And then you have SDI in and SDI out, because this could actually work not just as a receiver, but also a transmitter that transmits, again, up to 4 different receivers. So you can toggle those modes in between You've got the physical pieces here. You have this on and off switch. I like this because it's tactile. You could feel the grooves there, but also it's red when it's off and green when it's on, which is super nice and super helpful. You got custom function buttons right here. You have F1 and F2. This one's smooth. This one has a little outline groove on it, so you can tell without looking at it which button you're pressing. On the right side, there's nothing but this adapter, and on the left side, there's an SD card slot right there, and it actually came with a 32 gigabyte SD card, which is super cool because the footage that you're transmitting to the receiver, you could record onto the device here. Now keep in mind, it's not super high quality, high def footage that you're gonna be recording to this SD card or on this monitor, because this is more for reference footage. And even if you wanna throw something on social, you have it really quick right here that you can work with on this SD card. On the bottom, you have a 1/4-20 thread. And then let's take a look at the bottom. Bottom, you have DC power, SDI in, SDI out, HDMI in, HDMI out, headphone monitors for the headset, and USB-C right there. So let's turn this thing on so we can monitor Bumblebee. And keep in mind, it is a 7-inch display, very comparable to even the iPad mini. So what's cool is you have a couple of options here. As I tap on this screen, you can actually lock the screen if you want to, but also you have access to waveforms, you have access to focus assist, you toggle those on and off. You also have access to your zebra patterns. So if you have those blown out images there, you can make sure you tone it down just a notch. You got false color monitor right here, and even the 3D LUTs right here by toggling there. By tapping this, I can zoom in 2 times, 3 times, or 4 times, and scroll around on the screen to make sure that image is in focus as much as I want it to be. I tap one more time on it, and it brings it back out. And there's just so many different features and options here. You could customize this any way you want it to be. And I'm just scratching the surface of the features here. So what I want to do is now I want to press record. And if I, move him just a little bit, this is a video of me moving Bumblebee, and I stop. Now that is on the SD card, I can press play, and that green border allows me to know that I'm in review mode and I can review this footage any way I want to. Like, wait, did I get everything in place there? I did, okay. Okay, we can move on to the next scene and start shooting from there. So that is the Pyro setup from Hollyland. Again, we have the transmission system, which is the Hollyland Pyro S, and then we also got this amazing transmitter receiver monitor here, which is the Pyro 7. So last but not least, who is the Pyro system for? I think that this is actually a perfect system that brings together the gap between full production and a solo content creator, because as a solo content creator, I could totally use this system right here. And even in a large production, since I could broadcast to up to 4, and 4 people in 4 different stations can monitor the footage and do whatever they want with it, I really like that flexibility as well. It gives me more of a professional feel when I'm on production sites, which is a little more rare these days, but I like to have this just in case if I do need that. So as a solo content creator, I definitely think it's worth the purchase. The wireless capabilities are amazing, and also keep in mind, this isn't a remote for your camera. You cannot control your camera from here. You can control everything that you're getting from your feed to the Pyro 7. And I also want to give a special shout out again and thank you to Hollyland for sending me these products to review. They didn't pay me for this review, but they did send me the product to review, so everything I say is my own opinion, which I really like because I like to review only the quality products that I feel like would help content creators on this channel. And if you want to learn more about these products, I'll have an affiliate link in the description for you to check out. So if you purchase through there, obviously I get a little kickback. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but thank you for checking out the product there in advance. So that is all. If you want to follow along for more camera and tech, please hit that subscribe button. And if you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and comment, and share this video with your friends. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.